Hey guys, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyre from On the Hot Podcast. Today I'm doing a solo episode. I'm back from the Bahamas, back from vacation, so I got a little bit of my batteries recharged and I'm ready to go give you guys an episode today. I'm going to be recording off of Apple again, and of course I'm using my face for face recording to put on our YouTube content and to put on our Instagram page for this episode. So we're going to kick things off today with the red hot New England Patriots, who are currently 7-4, tied for first place in the AFC East. And I'll be discussing how far I think this New England Patriots team can go this season. So as a football fan and a lot of people watching around the world, I believe that the New England Patriots are one of those teams that get better each and every single week, every time they step foot on the football field. Honestly, this is a bold prediction, but honestly, I could see this happening and I wouldn't be surprised, and I called it. But I could see the Patriots playing the Chiefs in the AFC Championship this year. I know that's very bold. I know that's very, very bold, but I can really see this happening. And they have a real legitimate chance to win this AFC East division. Currently, they are 7-4. The Bills are 7-4, and they got to play each other again. And on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, when the Bills played the Saints, the Bills lost their top corner, Tre'Davious White. So they're going to be without him for the rest of the season. I don't think that could be a big blow for Buffalo's defense, losing their number one corner. I don't think it'll be a dramatic blow. I don't think they'll be a little worse than what that defense is, but it's not going to be a dramatic blow. But that is a huge loss, losing your number one corner. So I do believe the Patriots do have a legitimate chance to win this division. And the Patriots are a well-coached team with Bill Belichick. But a player I really believe that is the most unsung hero out of free agency, the most undervalued pickup throughout the whole entire free agency process during the spring, was Matt Judon. I believe he was the biggest free agent signing this offseason. He currently has 10.5 sacks this season. That's fourth in the league. And let's see, I'm a big fan of J.C. Jackson also. I love his style of play. He's a lockdown corner. He's a stud. He currently has 6 interceptions this season, and he's currently second behind Trayvon Diggs. So I really believe those two players are the most undervalued defensive players in the entire National Football League this season. Matthew Judon, I don't know why the Ravens let him slide through his fingers. I don't know why they didn't try to re-sign him. I really still believe that was a big loss for the Ravens this past offseason. But he's ball on New England, and it looks like they made a good move by cutting Stephon Gilmore. If you're going to pay a corner top dollar, why pay a corner top dollar when you already have a true number one lockdown in J.C. Jackson? So it looks like the Patriots are making smart moves, and kudos to them having those two defensive players. I would love if my Dallas Cowboys had two guys like that, but we already got Parsons and Diggs. But anyway, J.C. Jackson in his last 4 games in coverage per Pro Football Focus, J.C. Jackson has allowed 4 catches, 61 yards. He's got 3 interceptions and 1 touchdown, with a passer rating allowed of 3.13 when targeted. That's pretty amazing. I believe he's right now this season, I believe he's a top 5 corner, and he's playing tremendous right now. Also, another reason why New England's has been very successful this year, and they're on a big win streak at the moment. Mac Jones is playing well. They have a great running game going. I love the way they can run the ball with a good amount of backs. Even if a back's down, next man up, they're still running the ball very effectively. And I believe at this point, back to Mac Jones, I believe at this point in the season, Mac Jones is the key player to target in on and watch throughout the last couple of weeks of the season. And right now, he's my lock, and probably half the world's lock to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I believe he's got that award right in his bag. I know the 49ers front office must be kicking themselves in the foot right now. Going with Trey Lance, it's very early, but going with Trey Lance instead of Mac Jones at the moment, I feel like the 49ers could have been in the same position, and the NFC West competing for that division harder than what they are right now. If they had Mac Jones under center compared to having Jimmy Garoppolo under center, or even having Trey Lance under center. Again, it is very early in both of their careers. We really haven't seen what Trey Lance can do. But right now, I guarantee you the 49ers front office is kicking themselves for not taking Mac Jones with the 3rd overall pick. And it looks like for the next couple of years, Bill Belichick has his team set up in the same system with Mac Jones, how it is with Tom Brady. The offense is flowing just like it is, like Tom Brady would be there, except it's a younger guy, a young rookie who knows how to win, winning a championship back in his Alabama days last season. So Mac Jones doesn't have to do a lot. He's doing the check down passes like Tom Brady used to do back in Foxborough. And the offense really isn't making mistakes. So come playoff time, I don't think Mac Jones will have an issue with the spotlight being on him because he's not going to really need to make the big throws down the field. The check down passes in the running game is very successful for them. And I believe come playoff time, that's really going to help them out. And I feel like they really can go on a run this year in the postseason. I like them matching up with Baltimore. I don't know if they would beat the Ravens, but I like them matching up with Baltimore. I like them matching up against the Chargers. I like them matching up against the Titans if they had a matchup with them. Chiefs, I think that would be a good matchup. I don't know if you're going to get that one against the Chiefs. But I like those matchups for them in the playoffs right now. Oh, Bengals, they could eat. That would be a really good defensive matchup to see where the team is. If they could line up with the Bengals, I feel like they would beat the Bengals if they met up in the playoffs. But if the Patriots beat the Titans tomorrow, I really feel like they have a shot at getting the number one seed in the AFC. And if they get the number one seed in the AFC, this is a spoiler, not a prediction. Nobody in that conference is going to want to see New England in the playoffs if they can secure that number one seed. And I have them in our pick'ems, me and the guys' pick'ems that we always produce to you guys every week, show you guys how we're doing. I have the Patriots as an upset pick to beat the Titans tomorrow. The Titans don't have A.J. Brown. They don't have Julio. And, of course, Derrick Henry. All three of their big offensive players are on IR at the moment. So don't be surprised if the Patriots beat the Titans tomorrow. And like I said, if the Patriots do beat the Titans, they have a legitimate shot at winning that number one seed this season. So look out, because no one's going to want to play them come playoff time.